Did you know that a simple tool from Google can be the game changer in your SEO strategy? I'm talking about boosting traffic and climbing SERPs without touching a single line of code. Hey SEO wizards, I'm Ash, and today I'm unlocking the secrets of Google Search Console that will powercharge your rankings. If you stick with me for the next 10 minutes, you'll learn how to navigate Google Search Console like a pro and leverage the reports for massive SEO success. And keep watching as I'll peel back the curtain on a hidden feature within Google Search Console that smart SEO pros use to outmaneuver the competition. Let's start by unraveling Google Search Console, your ally in the increasingly competitive world of SEO. Think of it as a control room that gives you the key insights on how Google views your website. From tracking your search performance to identifying issues preventing indexing, Google Search Console is your SEO Swiss Army knife. But how do you get started, and how can it transform the way Google sees your site? First up, you'll need to set up your property in the Google Search Console. It's as easy as pie, and I'll show you how. So if you go to Google Search Console, so that's literally search.google.com/search console, this should pop up a screen similar to this. So I've already registered my site, which you may not have done, but you just come here and click Add Property. From here, you just want to add the domain. So in my example, articlefiesta.com, click Continue. And then you will get something that tells you how to verify it. So I don't need to do this as I've already done it, but just follow what steps come up on screen here. Now that we've done that, let's harness the power of all of its data. If you're ready to uncover what keeps your pages from ranking higher, let's dive into the performance report. The performance report can be found here, either clicking search results or full report on this big thing here. You notice that mine's trending down a little at the moment, but that's just because it was just Christmas and New Year's. Traffic tends to be down anyway because everyone's not spending money. I'm not too bothered, but let's just jump into it now. So with clicks, impressions, click-through rate and position, this report is golden. Not only can you see which queries bring up your website, but also you can find out how often it appears and where it ranks. You can dive deep into the data here as we apply filters by query, page, country and device. This kind of intelligence can redefine your content strategy. Now, have you ever wondered if Google has actually indexed that brilliant new article? It's easy, you can just check the URL here with the URL inspection tool. A prime example for me would be this URL here, so articlefiesta/blog/free-AI-writer. So if I just put it in the inspector at the top here, and then push enter, we can see that this URL is on Google. I can see if it's been crawled, I can see that it's been indexed, I can see that it's AMP valid, it's got HTTPS, and the FAQ has been detected correctly. This is brilliant. That means that if someone searches for free AI writer tool, I've got the opportunity to rank number 1. This is great, my URL is visible, but what happens if there's errors lurking elsewhere? How do I go about finding if there's any other problems that I need to look into? To do that, we have to click on the indexing pages link. Here we can see what pages are indexed and what aren't. A lot of people panic when they see this high number for not indexed, but actually it's not a problem. It could be things like categories and tag pages. You don't actually want them showing up in the Google results page, but you do want them to be followed by Google so it can know about every page on your site. A simple thing to do is just turn this off and check that this number is going up. As long as this number is going up and you're producing more content, that means Google's gradually indexing more and more of your content. That's brilliant. Under here though, we can look at these not indexed pages to find out why it's not happening. So not found, that's an error with my server. So something's going wrong here that's not finding these pages. Blog page 9, I don't know why this is happening. There probably isn't 9 pages, but somewhere there'll be a link to page 9 and I need to find that and I need to get rid of it. This article here, this is probably a bad link. It says I know there should be a /blog/first article with AI, and yeah, it's just taking us to the home page now, so that's incorrect. So all of these are issues that I need to address. If I go back to the general page indexing page, I can look for other things that are a problem. Excluded by no index tag, I'm not worried about. Crawled, currently not indexed, these are bad. This means that Google doesn't think our content is good enough on those particular pages. So it's crawled them, it's gone there, it's downloaded the data, but it's not put it in their index, i.e. in the search result page. So we need to do something to fix that. So another interesting thing you might see is discovered, currently not indexed. That just means they know the URL exists. However, Google hasn't had a chance yet to go and crawl the page to go and find out what the content is on it. So don't worry about that. That should slowly disappear over time. Keeping Google informed about your site's architecture is crucial, right? So let's talk sitemaps. Over here on the left, you can find the sitemaps key. If you click that, you'll be taken to this page. It's very important that you submit your sitemap. Without submitting it, unless another site's linking to you on Google, Google's not really going to know what your site is or how to find it and what to crawl. For most sites, you can just type in your website page, so articlefiesta.com, and then it will either be /sitemap.xml or sitemap_index.xml. So you can see, for me, I've submitted both, and that's an index page that contains a bunch of pages underneath it. In fact, I've got two. Actually, that's a lie entirely, because I've got the blog of the site and I've got the app of the site. You'll probably just have the single sitemap index like this. If a sitemap is your site's resume, then you want to keep it up to date. Submitting your sitemap to Google Search Console is a breeze. I've just shown you how. Plus, there's a cool feature here that you can temporarily hide pages from the search results. If you've got a page that needs fixing, hide it until it's ready for the spotlight. You can do this by clicking the removals button here, create a new request, and then add the URL that you want to hide. So for example, I could hide that blog post from earlier. We want to remove this whole URL, but you could remove stuff with prefix. So for example, if you spotted that a bunch of tags or a bunch of bad pages have been indexed that you didn't want, you could just do that, and anything beyond that point, so here, is also going to be removed from the index. This is great if you've had something such as a spam attack, or something's been indexed that shouldn't have been indexed at all. You can just remove it here. It's very quick and it's easy to use. So your performance isn't just about content, it's also about the user experience. So Core Web Vitals and mobile usability reports in Google Search Console show you exactly where and how to improve. You can find these here on the page experience page, and also the Core Web Vital links. So from this page, I can see that on mobile, my site's not performing as well as I need. There's 33 pages, well, it's dropped now to 21, that need improvement on mobile. However, you can see on desktop, I'm actually performing very admirably. This data is taken from real devices, and you can literally jump in and see which pages are performing the best and which are performing the worst. So 20 pages are performing really well, and I did have some largest contentful paint issues. It's outside of the scope of this video as to how to fix it, but if you want to know, I can make a follow-up video. Again, in page experience, it sort of links to the Core Web Vitals and just shows you what we need to do to improve. This next part, this is the golden nugget that many SEOs miss. If you go to the overview page, hopefully you'll have the Search Console insights. This only happens once you've had enough traffic for Google to actually pick up what some good insights are. But if you click on this, this will take you to all your achievements in the last 28 days. Maybe you're producing content but you're not sure what's hitting the mark. This is where Google Search Insights steps in. It combines search data with behavior metrics to highlight what content resonates the most. Using this page, you can see what content's hitting with your audience the best, and then you can really hone down, do more of it. I can see my most popular page is the article list. That's not too surprising given that's where most of the members will be for most of the day, trying to optimize their articles and create new content for their website. So I'm unsurprised to see that. You'll notice I don't have any images here because it's members only that get to see that, but you can see roughly how well it's performing. Ultimately, you want to dive deep into what your audience loves and give them more of it to keep your traffic numbers soaring. So we've journeyed through Google Search Console together, and we've uncovered some features that will ratchet up your SEO game. Remember that Search Console is a living tool. It evolves as your website grows. Start by applying one of these strategies to your site today. If you found this dive valuable, hit that subscribe button for more SEO magic, and share this video with those who want to master their SEO presence. But Search Console is pretty rubbish on its own, unless you actually have the articles that have the content to bring people to your website. If you want to know how to do that, click this video over here and I will show you how to find those articles. Until next time, keep optimizing.